Welcome to the Side Out Society podcast, your go-to place for the culture, stories, and community surrounding women's volleyball. I'm one of your hosts, Tiff. We had to switch things up this week due to spring break, travel, life, you know how it goes. So it's just me this week, and I'm going to give you a quick preview of this weekend's LOVB Finals and who I think will win, because it's a bit of a surprise heading into Long Beach where the finals will be played. So both underdogs swept their opponents over the weekend to advance to the championship. 3-seed LOVB Austin surprised 2-seed LOVB Atlanta Saturday night, and then 4-seed LOVB Salt Lake upset top seed LOVB Houston on Sunday in an absolute battle. Both matches had to go to a golden set, which could happen in the LOVB Finals. So in case you have not been paying attention at all, the playoffs are held over 2 matches. If one team wins both, then they are the ultimate victor. If the teams split, then they will play what is called a golden set, which is 1 set to 15 points, winner takes all. And they're going to be doing the exact same thing in the finals. So let's talk about these two teams that will be playing. Austin is on a repeat trajectory of last year, in my opinion. So going into the playoffs in 2025, Austin was in last place and ended up winning it all because they peaked at the right time. This year, League One only let the top 4 teams advance. And the Purple Power, which, yes, I'm going to be making up nicknames as I go just because I don't want to keep saying Austin and Salt Lake. Anyway, the Purple Power, they are peaking at the right time. During the regular season, they were kind of up and down, a little bit inconsistent. They never really found the rhythm. But heading into the postseason, they won 3 straight, including a sweep against Salt Lake, their future opponents. So their players have also been recognized during this run. Libero Cote Inouye earned Defensive Player of the Week on March 30th, and opposite Madison Skinner earned Offensive Player of the Week after their final 2 regular season games. With this semifinal win over Atlanta, setter Carly Lloyd, and mother of an absolutely adorable daughter, she also won Offensive Player of the Week, and deservedly so, not just because she was awesome and she led Austin to a .370 hitting percentage, but she also at one point, literally dove underneath the broadcast table trying to get a ball. So she definitely deserves the award. So on paper, I think Austin has the advantage. They've scored the most points in the league. They have the most kills, blocks, and digs, the best pass efficiency. Plus, individually, they had some of the top players like Madison Skinner finishing second behind Jordan Thompson in points and kills with 332 and 297 respectively. Middle Asia O'Neal finished second in blocks with 49, and outside Logan Eggleston led the league in aces with 26. Libero Cote Inouye finished second in digs with 218 behind my favorite player in the league, Manami Kojima of Salt Lake. Now, I've seen a lot of criticism about Austin on social media because of their inconsistency and the fact that U.S. women's national team head coach Eric Sullivan is the head coach of the purple team. But maybe this will give U.S. fans a little bit of hope going into the VNLs that his team can find ways to win when it matters, right? But we'll see. I guess maybe if they win it all, they'll feel a little better. We'll see. But anyway, Austin will now compete against Salt Lake, who started the season hot. They started the season 8-1, but limped their way to the playoffs, winning only 2 out of 11 matches the rest of the way. But playoffs are different. We've seen that by the shocking sweep of LOVB Houston, led by dominant Jordan Thompson. And then there was that absolute dogfight in the golden set where they eventually won 19-17. So the players to watch on Salt Lake are the Grays. Outside hitter Alexa Gray and middle blocker Serena Gray are 2 fun players to watch. Having Jordan Poulter, who is probably one of the best setters in the world, if not the best setter in the world, set you only makes these hitters even more fun to watch. Let's also not forget the firepower behind Claire Hoffman and Heidi Casanova, who have been pretty great for Salt Lake these last few matches. Plus, you have my absolute favorite player in the world, Manami Kojima, as libero. When I grow up, I want to be Manami Kojima. She is the best libero in the world. Seriously, she's been named that. She was also named Love's Libero of the Year 2 seasons in a row and was also recently named back-to-back Defensive Player of the Week, including her performance against Houston, where she totaled 38 digs, which was 4.22 digs per set, and had an 864 dig percentage. She may be small, but she is mighty, mighty good. So the biggest thing for Salt Lake will be how they move. I personally thought that in their first semifinal match versus H-Town, they overcame a lot of that in the second match, but, it's still something to watch out for. In the end, I just feel like the momentum is with Austin, which is why I do think that the Purple People Eaters will be back-to-back champs. My prediction is that one team is going to win the first match in 5 sets. And then on Saturday, the other team will win in 4, and they'll have to go to a golden set. And the golden set winner will be the same winner as Saturday's match. But just like the semifinals, you never actually know what's going to happen, which is why I absolutely love this sport. Either way, I think both of these matches are going to be phenomenal. I think they're going to be super close. I don't expect any 25-13 sets at any point, but who knows? Maybe there will be 1 or 2. But let us know what you think and who you think is going to win. Love to hear your thoughts. And we'll see what actually happens when the Love Finals begin. They air Thursday, April 16th and Saturday, April 18th, both at 8 p.m. Eastern on USA Network. And if you're lucky to attend the games in person, then they will be held at the LBS Financial Pyramid in Long Beach, California. All right, guys, Lindsay will be back next week and we will be back to our normal show. So thanks for listening.